from the city is still. I'm from the city is still.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Picksburgh. This is Anthony. I'm the handsome guy, and with me I got the chef, Marte, the recent Kaboom pulling chef, who is hopefully going to pull me a lot of Richard Flairs and Stingers out of these packs.
Woo!
Woo! This is the battle of the woos, because Stinger woos too.
He does.
So we'll see how many more woos we can get. I think there's one more Sting in the set than there is Flairs, but I'm super interested to see how many of each we're going to get. Definitely appreciate you guys being here. If you could, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers. When we get there, we're giving away a pretty epic giveaway. So make sure you hit subscribe so you can be a part of that. But without further ado, Chef's going to get into ripping these. We have over 125 packs. We're going to go fast because really we're looking for Ric Flair. We're looking for Sting. And then maybe like an outside, shot at Lex Luger. Who are some of the other key players? Flying Brian Pillman.
Yeah.
You'll see all kinds of
Ricky Morton,
Hall of Famers.
Sid Vicious. How about a Red Doom?
Is Doom? No, that's
The
not
Rook.
Ron Simmons, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool.
Tommy Rich, Dutch Mantel, Fabulous Freebirds, Lex Luger. How about some good old JR? We go to young.
There he is. Yeah, pull him aside.
Yeah, man called
Stinger.
Sting. Terry Taylor, Fabulous Freebirds, and Z-Man.
Woo! So we got one woo in the Stinger column, guys.
Yeah, but you know what? That Jim Ross is definitely different, so that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. These packs are really a weird consistency, by the way. Flying Brian Pillman, another Doom. Hoisted up the Nature Boy.
Woo!
El Gigante. Terry Taylor.
That's what the ladies call me.
Steiner Brothers. Ricky Morton. Sid Vicious. Doom. Tommy Rich. Dutch Mantel. Fabulous Freebirds. And Lex Luger.
Lex. That's what I look like when I take my shirt off.
It's absolutely accurate. Like, the resemblance is absolutely stunning.
Said like literally no one ever.
Whoa.
Especially if you've seen me without a shirt.
I have, and like I said, it's pretty on point. I was thinking maybe like a young Schwartz.
That was
or
actually
something
the
like
first time Ron Simmons ever said, damn.
that.
Take my shirt off.
Sid Vicious, Ric Flair,
Woo!
Southern Boys, Missy Hyatt, Double A,
Beast.
Brian Doom, Steiner Brothers with Scott before he became a roided freak. How about our second Ric Flair of the
Number
pack?
4.
El Gigante, Terry Taylor.
What up, Chris? Good to see you, brother. We got my guy Mike, Storage Auction Pirate, in the house. Good to see you, brother. Ripping some old 1990s WCW packs, looking for some cool stuff to grade.
Doom, another Sting, Dutch Mantel, Fabulous Freebirds, El Gigante. How about holla, 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 Mr. Teddy Long.
Player.
Stinger, Terry Taylor, Fabulous Freebirds, Mr. Wall Street, a.k.a. Erwin R. Shyster, Lex Luger, and another Steiner Brothers.
Nice. And I think I am going to try to put together a full set of this, too, for my binder.
Yeah.
And then any big ones I get, like Flair, Stinger, and that stuff, I'll probably grade.
How about we got some Sting, Terry Taylor, Fabulous Freebirds, little Z-Man, Lex Luger, Steiner Brothers, another Sting, Ric Flair, Southern Boys, Sid Vicious, Ric Flair, and Southern Boys.
Nice. I really like that there's so many Flairs and Stings in this.
Yeah, we're like at a Flair a pack right now. I think I've hit 4 and ripped 4. So,
dude, if you get one Flair per pack, this more than pays for itself.
Correct.
Especially being when I pay $10 for all this.
Doom, El Gigante, Terry Taylor, Steiners, Ricky Morton, Sid Vicious, Doom, Tommy Rich, Dutch Mantel, Fabulous Freebirds, Lex Luger, and Mr. Teddy Long. Wait till you try to open one of these. Like, the consistency of it's so weird.
Dude, I got an idea. I'll start cutting them for you. Maybe.
Look at you. Ric Flair right on top.
Woo!
Southern Boys, Sid Vicious. Another Ric Flair. Southern Boys, Missy Hyatt, Arn Anderson, Flying Brian, Doom, El Gigante, Terry Taylor, and Steiners.
Nice.
You see what I mean, though?
Yeah,
like,
they're
it's
weird.
very hard to get them out with the cards safely. All right. El Gigante, Flying Brian, Steiner Brothers, Ricky Morton, Sid Vicious, Doom, Double A, Dutch Mantel, Fabulous Freebirds, El Gigante, Teddy Long, and a Stinger. Woo! All right, this is way better. Come on.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Correct. It's not easy. Mr. Wall Street, Steiner Brothers, Sting, Ric Flair, Southern Boys, Sid Vicious, Ric Flair, Southern Boys, Missy Hyatt, Double A, Flying Brian.
Woo.
Richard Morton, Sid Vicious, Doom, Tommy Rich, Dutch Mantel, Fabulous Freebirds, Lex Luger, good old JR, Sting, Terry Taylor, Fabulous Freebirds, and Z-Man. Apparently Y-Man was taken. All right. El Gigante, Teddy Long, Sting, Terry Taylor, Fabulous Freebirds, Mr. Wall Street, Lex Luger, Steiner Brothers, Sting. Ooh, look at that. Styling and profiling in that one. Southern Boys, Doom. I got to hit the camera at least once per video or else it's not right.
Yeah, dude. Definitely.
Always do that.
Your move.
Luger. Jim Ross, Sting again. Please smooth. Terry Taylor, Fabulous Freebird, Z-Man, Lex Luger, Steiner Brothers, Sting, Ric Flair, Steiners, and Sid Vicious.
I'm not sure, Chris. I know that there's 13 Stings and 12 Flairs. So I know most of the wrestlers have multiple cards in the set. So, but I really think with 120 some packs, we got enough to possibly complete the set.
I'm just going to count out the Stings and the Flairs.
Yeah, those are kind of the.
That's really what you're going for. Oh, 2 Stings in that pack. Nice.
We're looking for those wooers.
I got to be honest. At this time period, I was definitely more team WWE or WWF at the time.
Yeah, it was too.
Than I was WCW. I think WCW was very, much had a stranglehold kind of in the South, and obviously growing up in Pittsburgh, you're not exactly in the South.
Yep. WWE had a stranglehold in the North, pretty much because of New York territories.
Yep. We the North. Wrong sport.
Yeah, Thrift Beast is the North, actually.
Correct. Yes.
Apparently, my cat is playing inside of a fish.
Sting right off the bat. Another Flair. Yeah, dude, you probably will get enough to complete the set.
Yeah,
Flair, Missy Hyatt, Arn Anderson, Flying Brian, Doom, El Gigante, Flying Brian.
If I remember to, after we're done ripping this, I'll go back and link the IG of the guy who sold me all these packs. Gave me a great deal at the card stock show. Really awesome dude. An Angels fan too.
Uh-huh. All right, we got another Sting, another Flair in that pack. Man, this is going to be... I'm going to get a carpal tunnel or an arthritis by the end of this.
It's a good problem to have, though. We're ripping wax.
Yeah, it's true. Filling something. Hey, a checklist.
Hey, there we go.
Yeehaw.
Hey, it has Ric Flair probably on it.
It probably does. Sting, too. Flying Brian. Was their roster just this super small, or did people just not want to be on their cards?
I don't know.
Seems like they had an 8-man roster. It's weird.
I mean, I'm okay with it. It makes it easier to complete the set, and it keeps like the kind of crappier guys out.
That's fair. They just have a lot of the same player. Or wrestler, I guess, in this situation would be much more apt.
Oh, no, you're right, because there's Teddy Long in there.
Flair? Flair? Feel like he's about to announce us into a tag team main event.
Oh, yeah, he is. Holla, holla, holla.
Holla, holla.
Shout out to my guy, Gate City, for getting to meet Teddy Long.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He always sends me like cool wrestling stuff every time he meets people at shows.
Mm-hmm. Trippy said we need to hit a kaboom Ric Flair.
Dude, that would be sick.
Yes.
If there was one, I'd probably try to get it.
Yep.
Although there is a Charlotte, which is probably the closest thing we can get.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. They didn't put any like old. Did they put a Flair kaboom in there? I don't think he's under contract to WWE at this point.
Yeah,
Could be wrong.
He probably is. He's not a big fan of WWE nowadays. Outside of the fact his daughter wrestles there.
Yeah. Don't mess with that girl's bank account. Probably looking pretty nice.
I'd be shocked if it doesn't.
Finding all the checklists now. Cutting so many packs. I don't know if you're going to get through 125, man. That's an awfully large endeavor.
Well, at least that's the goal. You rip through half, I'll rip through the other half.
I'm trying, man. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot of wrestlers.
There is a lot of wrestlers in there, correct. Black Widow, what up? Good to see you. Appreciate you joining us. These are all 1991. And yes, I would probably throw in some Lugers, maybe a few of those Flying Bryans. We'll see kind of what makes the cut. Definitely looking for those Wooers, though, the Flairs in the even that one Luger he just went through had a Flair in the card, which makes it a little more desirable.
Correct. Doc Hendricks looks awfully Fabio-esque in this picture.
He's a good-looking gentleman.
Apparently. Jim Ross commentator. That's baller.
Yeah, that's actually one of the more desirable Jim Ross cards.
Makes sense. I need some more Nature Boy. There we go. I don't think I pulled that one yet. And I think it's safe to say you're probably going to hit over the century mark on Flairs.
Yeah, dude, I'd be shocked if we
probably Sting as well. Another Sting, another Flair. Dig your base dirty, just kind of piling it on.
Yeah, we'll just do Sting and Flair for now, and I'll separate all the other guys later on. Just so many Stings and Flairs. This is amazing.
Yeah, man. 1991. I was about a wee young child.
Yes, you were.
I was a bright 8-year-old, whole world ahead of me.
Yeah, I was 7. 7 years old, barely knew how to say there, fella.
But you've learned. You've really grown.
I really have. I've developed a real love for saying there, fella.
These cards are clean.
They really are. My favorite part is that they're junk wax. We all know how desirable that is.
Yes.
The sad part is this is actually somewhat desirable to me. My guy Bradley's in the house.
What's up, man? How you been?
No, that's awesome, brother. I did not see him training.
Man, he's gonna break a hip or something, man. He's too old for that.
Appreciate you, brother. Always a pleasure to have you here, brother. Yeah, we got 125 plus. I want to say there might be 128 total, something like that. But I don't want to be a liar because I'm a terrible numbers guy. So I went with 125 plus. But go follow my guy Wake and Break over on IG if you guys have not. That's my guy Bradley.
2 Flairs in that pack. Yeah.
Woo! Dude, I'm gonna have such a nice little stack.
Yes. Proud owner of the world's largest collection of 1991 Ric Flairs.
I really am. You know what's crazy though? Like whenever I had my auction still, this set was reasonably desirable even then. Like there were people buying it. And that was before wrestling became popular.
That's
like
awesome.
As far as like collectors buying it for more than just like guys like me wanting to collect them all.
Yes. You know what would be cool though is if they had like random like disturbing relics like Mick Foley's teeth after the Hell in a Cell match. Like pieces of actual barbed wire used in the match. Like that would be crazy. I want a Stinger. I want a Ric Flair.
Steiner's in one card.
Motherfucker.
That's pretty nice.
Checklist.
I always like personally collecting cards better of tag teams when they're both on the card together.
Yes. The Steiners were so awesome. Like, Scott Steiner honestly has a lot of parallels for me to Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
And that they were both some of the best natural athletes I've ever seen. And then they went on steroids and kind of went insane.
Yeah.
Because Bonds, remember, whenever Bonds was a Pirate, that dude was super athletic center fielder.
Well, most people are better in life whenever they live in Pittsburgh.
You know what? There's really something to be said.
Or
for
at least being from Pittsburgh, I should say.
that. There is something to be said.
There you go. So
Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
keep these packs on ripping for you.
Yes, you are. Southern Boys checklist. Can you all see my pile of Common Mania?
And that's with me
Freaking
taking
impressive,
a good bit out and putting it in the box already.
Flying Brian, Doom, El Gigante, Flying Brian, Steiner Brothers, Ricky Morton, Sid Vicious, Doom, and Tommy Rich. Keep trying to go for your unopened packs like a moron.
Well, it's because you have a sickness for ripping the packs.
I do. It's bad. I'm going to stop though, because honestly, after the Great Kaboom debacle, I don't know, man. I put out way too much money on product, and it's like to see it in that kind of condition hurts my soul.
Yeah, I know. It does suck.
This might be my favorite card in the set right here.
I love that card. I like that one and the one where he has the WCW title belt on him.
Yeah, no, that one's awesome
Like
too.
the big belt.
Yeah,
I have that graded in a 9 currently with us.
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to stay in my PC unless I can find a 10.
Understood. Well, unopened packs, it's probably a good chance because
Yep.
I think quality control back in the day was maybe a little bit better than some of the current practices. And I understand. I mean, think about it. They were so far behind with all the print runs and everything. But,
Not only that, they love cash grabbing.
well, yeah, there's that.
So they don't really care if they give you good service as
They
long as they
do
get your money.
like cash grabbing. El Gigante, Teddy Long, Stinger, Terry Taylor, Freebirds, another Sting, another Nature Boy, and Sid
Don't
Vicious.
mess with me. He's over here nibbling on my ankle.
Yeah, he wants attention, man. It's that time of night.
Do you realize there were cards out in all over?
He doesn't care. Double A, Flying Brian, Doom.
Later, fellow, knock it off. Trying to open cards.
Dutch Mantel.
Is that the real American?
Dutch Mantel, yeah. We the people.
He had quite a mustache.
He did. That might have been the worst gimmick I've seen.
I'm going to be honest, regardless of if they're a good person or not, like if they have a awesome mustache, I'll probably pop for them.
Seems legit. So what are you going to do with all your newfound WCW riches?
Like I said, I'm going to put the set together, and then I'm going to grade all the stingers and flares, and then maybe some of the other guys too, like for my PC.
Yeah.
Like, just guys I like personally. I grew up watching. Like, I'll probably do one of the Steiner brothers together just because I really like that one. I'll probably do, like, some Lex Luger, especially the one with him in Tossing Flair.
Oh, yeah. Stinger.
I wish there would have been, like, Eddie Guerrero's or something like that in
Yeah.
there, like rookie cards of like,
Imagine-
those type of guys.
If they would have had this, like, a WCW set in, like, 96, 97 after the formation of the NWO, that would have been awesome.
Or even just having Hulk Hogan in here, too, along with Flair would have been disgusting.
That's true, but he was still in WWF at that point.
Yeah. He didn't come over to, what, like 93, I think?
Something like that. Maybe 94.
Yeah, it was somewhere in that range.
Because 93, I thought, was when he came back and he beat Yokozuna for the title. You remember that real randomly?
Yeah. And he had that big Flair feud in 92 where Flair won
Yes.
the title at the Rumble. When he was the real world's champion.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times I've like watched like this Ric Flair DVD I have. I've like basically like watched it till the DVD stopped working. Just like all of his greatest matches. The dude is just incredible.
What
Like, all of
is
his, like,
your
best
all-time favorite Flair match?
all time is 1983 Starrcade versus Harley Race steel cage match.
Classic.
It was I believe it was either the first or second world championship Flair ever won. But Harley Race was low key like one of my like sleeper wrestlers of all time. Like before I started training in Pittsburgh to wrestle, I was actually low key thinking about going to Kansas City to go to his wrestling school.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of his mutton chops. I'm not gonna lie, it comes back to mustaches again for me.
It's all about the stash.
I was like, this guy has quite the mutton chops. I'm sure he could teach me how to do this well.
So you can really trust a man with some good mutton chops.
I mean, it just speaks class and sophistication.
Lex Luger, Jim Ross, got some Sting. Terry Taylor.
Guys in the chat, or if you're rewatching this, let me know who your favorite wrestler of all time was. Whether it's WCW, WWE, ECW, whatever. I mean, personally, mine's always got to be Tony Hansen because that man is so attractive and he looks really nice in spandex.
He does rock the singlet properly. I'll tell you what. You know who one of my favorites was growing up, but he never got any shine? Mike Awesome. I could watch that dude's matches from NECW. Not so much when he went through his stages. What was he? That 70s guy, and I believe he was, and I quote, the fat chick thriller. That was legit. That was his like angle.
Dude, you know who I thought you were gonna say low key was Buff Bagwell.
Buff was the man.
I remember back in like the day when we were in like middle school or grade school, however old we were, Buff was like that dude.
Buff was the man.
He's buff and he has that stuff.
Correct.
Got my guy Steven in the house. Bickler, good to see you, man. We got my guy Mark in the house. Good to see you, brother. Miss being able to get together with you for wrestling, my man. What is your favorite championship belt? It's the, let me see if we told one of the players yet.
Oh, you like the WCW?
Oh, yeah, dude.
I got to go the old school Winged Eagle, man.
The Winged Eagle's dope, too. But, like, yeah, the WCW big one because, dude, just, like, even seeing, like, Triple H with it in, like, the early 2000s, like, Triple H is one of my favorite of all time, too. So, like, definitely have nostalgia for that. But let's see if you pull one before then. This is my favorite championship of all time.
It is nice. I'm not going to lie.
I've just got so much nostalgia for it. Steve, Marty's actually going to hit you up in the next couple days, too, to talk some TGT stuff as well. Oh, that's awesome, man. You were first introduced to Harley when he was managing Vader. Yep, because you're right around my age, Chris, so that makes sense. Because I ended up catching most of his, like, really famous matches, like, after the fact, since I was so young when he was really doing his thing. My, like, first, like, real foray into, like, old school Harley Race stuff was just picking up some old Ric Flair matches and stuff like that. Oh, I love the Warrior too, Freddie. I just pulled a couple of his cards the other day out of the new Prism that just came out.
Out of those copious amounts of packs.
Stinger.
Another Sting and a Flair.
Woo-woo. That's the jam right there, guys.
Yeah. Could whistle all day. Man, I'm getting a Flair on like the back of every
Dixie
single. Yes. I've hit like a Flair in every single pack, like at the back one. That's awesome. Theodore Long, Stinger. It's probably 2 Stings to every Flair though, so
yeah. Well, there's one more Sting in the set, but
makes sense.
again, Flair's got to be. You would think even in '91, the most desirable guy in the set, right?
I'd have to imagine. Flair's the freaking man.
Yeah, I mean, dude, even people that are like pro Hogan being the GOAT or like The Rock being the GOAT, they still pretty much give Flair that just due.
Look, Hogan's persona was memorable, but like you don't look back on it and like, man, I really got to go watch that Hogan match again.
Yeah, you really don't. Like he was a draw, like more than anything. Like Hogan was probably a better draw than Ric Flair, like all time, but Flair probably in ring And on the microphone, hands down, way, way better.
For me personally, I'd say Flair's the GOAT.
Yep.
Can't say he's not.
Yeah, I love me some Flair.
Although Dark Horse, I gotta say, Kurt Angle was, for his brief time, was amazing.
Well, again, that goes back to the whole Pittsburgh thing again.
That's correct.
He's good stock.
Look, when anyone comes out and rhymes, I'm just the sexy Kurt with I'll make your ankle hurt when he had the Shawn Michaels feud. He's good in my book.
Absolutely. Steven, I was just letting you know that Marty's going to be hitting you up about some TGT stuff here in a little bit, probably in the next couple days.
Yes, sir.
He's going to be stepping into a bigger role with us, so he's going to be handling a lot of the new onboarding and stuff like that. So he's going to be helping out Alan with that stuff.
Yeah.
Made sure he put you on the list.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's one for you. What is your all-time favorite WWF or WCW set of cards?
Set of cards?
Yes.
Dude, it's got to be probably the set you have, the 85 with Hogan's rookie. Just because that's like so iconic for me personally.
Yeah.
This is pretty iconic too. I had a ton of this as a kid too, but I was more of a WWE guy growing up, so that's why like those are the guys more so that I really was watching growing up.
Yeah.
But like I said, Flair is definitely like probably my all-time favorite. Like I think he's the GOAT. Like you think of so many people in pop culture that like literally like modeled what they do after Ric Flair.
That makes sense.
It is the man. If any of you guys PC any of these wrestlers that we're pulling and you'd be interested in duplicate, if we pull it, leave that in the comment section down below because honestly, I'll forget it if you just put it in the chat right now. After the video is over or even right now, if you can leave a comment with whatever wrestler that is, I'll go back later and actually pull some and send some to you guys. Because like I said, I will more than likely get the whole set here. So if anybody would like any of it, feel free to leave a comment and we will try to share the love. Oh, the Road Warriors are awesome too. I love them. NWA here. Yep. 4 Horsemen. That is what's up. Yeah, I'm actually partial to the NWA personally just because that was like the biggest organization I actually personally wrestled for. So like I have a lot of nostalgia in that sense towards the NWA, which is another reason I like WCW because they were the biggest territory purchased by the NWA, or yeah, pretty much by the NWA. Back before Turner bought their territory, the biggest territory, they were NWA wrestling. Yeah, Jushin Thunder Liger, man, was pretty good too. He was like one of like the first like true like cruiserweight type wrestlers back in the day.
I'll tell you what, that cruiserweight division in the WCW in the 90s was so stacked.
It really
like
was.
Looking back on it, you had Mysterio, you had Guerrero. I believe Jericho was the champion for a while. The Man of 1,000 Holds, Dean Malenko.
Yeah.
Like some real studs came through there, man.
Well, this one's actually pretty clutch. It's him and the Bulldog.
Ah, nice.
That's kind of cool. A little nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that Braun Breaker's dad?
Yep, that's Braun's daddy and his uncle.
Yep. Morton, Sid, Doom, Tommy Rich, Mantell, Freebirds, Luger, Teddy Long, another Stinger. Throw that card on the ground. Freebird and Wall Street. I've grown to the point I'm not even flipping the cards in the pack. I'm just going in, man.
Yeah, doesn't even.
I got 125 here. Okay, obviously you're going to get very shortly. You're coming up to the batter circle, but
yeah, very shortly.
I was just trying to get you a little way.
Man too. Love me some Dusty Rhodes, and I'll tell you what, Cody has really, man, like since he's been back in WWE. He has stepped his game up big time, and I give him so much credit for fighting through that injury at Hell in the Cell.
Yeah.
I mean, you figure Seth Rollins was like hammering him on that.
Yeah, man. That was a good match, and I got to be honest though, my favorite absolute moment of that was when Rollins came out in the polka dots, man.
Yeah,
That was so good. That was what makes wrestling great. You can't have good faces without good heels. You got to have somebody who everyone wants to see get their ass kicked, and you got to have somebody who does the ass kicking.
I think that's one reason we always click too, because we both love the heels.
Always,
we've always been heel fans. Arn and Ole, absolutely.
Yes. Arn Anderson, in my opinion, I mean, I know he obviously had a Hall of Fame career, but I still think that guy's underrated, man. He was so good in the ring.
Absolutely. I don't know if any of you guys have heard Ric Flair's podcast that he had. That he has, I should say. He was doing it with Mark Madden there for a while, but now he's kind of just doing it.
It's with his son-in-law, Connor.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Connor.
The mortgage guy or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look, Panini must have gotten a hold of this one. Got, like, teeth, it literally looks like somebody chewed on it, like teeth marks in there.
Dog-faced grandma, maybe it was him.
It might have been, dude. I saw the Southern Boys there, and I just thought of Billy and Bart, the Smoking Gun.
Oh, my gosh.
Remember them back in the day?
I do remember them. Billy Gunn's still around. Check
That
out
was
your
before he
AEW
was an ass man.
I'm an ass man. Bow, bow.
Yeah, he definitely did, Chris. Yeah, I hope he comes back quickly, though, because I could totally see him being somebody that can actually compete with, like, a Roman Reigns and carry, like, as a babyface. Woo!
I've been pulling out the checklist, too. I don't know why.
Probably because they have Ric Flair on them.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Satyr, Richard Flair? You're on that checklist? Chris says I prefer Billy and Chuck.
Yeah.
That was Marty's favorite tag team of all time, too.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm going to finish this up.
Chef's going to be right back. Chef's got to take a phone call.
Yay. All right. How many packs did the chef save for us? All right. Let's put my base box there. Let's get going, guys. See if I can finish this up. My goal for this stream was to get it finished. There's a stinger within an hour. Another one with the Bulldog. Another stinger. Another Flair. Woo! Southern Boys. Sid Vicious. Flair. Woo! Missy Hyatt. Say there, Missy. What you doing over there? All right. We got another stinger. Another Flair. Steiner Brothers. Sid Vicious. Flair. Woo! Missy Hyatt. Arn Anderson, Flying Brian, Doom, El Gigante, and Flying Brian. These remind me of like the Chronicles of like wrestling packs because you know you're going to get stars in every pack. You know, it's like literally every pack I'm getting a Flair and a Sting at least. So I'm a big fan of that. That was Missy Hyatt, Chris. Rock and Roll Express, yay, yay. They actually wrestle a lot on the indies nowadays. So if any of you guys have any independent wrestling shows near you and you want to show them some support, you can still see those guys wrestling a lot of the guys on the come up nowadays. Tommy Rich, Dutch Mantel, Freebirds, Luger, Jim Ross. I like this Jim Ross. That's probably my favorite one in the set. Stinger, Terry Taylor, Z-Man, Luger. No Flair in that pack. That's the first Flairless pack I think we've had. Unless I'm wrong, correct me in the comments section. Did a crappy job cutting some of these packs. Freebirds, Luger, Teddy Long, Stinger, Terry Taylor, Freebirds, Wall Street, Luger, Steiner, Stinger, Flair, woo, woo, woo. Southern Boys. Oh, my old phone out there. Trash inside my. Oh, look, we got a Flair on the back, just the way I like it. Woo! Knife edge chop on the Stinger, so that's a double one. Jim Ross with Luger, Sting, Terry Taylor, Freebirds, Z-Man, Luger, Steiner Brothers, Sting, Flair, woo! Steiner Brothers, both of them. Sting and Sid Vicious. And again, make sure you leave a comment down below if there are any of these cards you want, just because your boy will forget if you leave it in the chat. Because like I said, I will most likely get a lot of doubles. So once I complete one set and get me a bunch of flares and stingers, the rest I'd be happy to give away to other collectors who will value the cards personally. So always happy to help you guys complete your sets too, if I can. Also, I mentioned this the other day when we were live. I don't get to share as much because a lot of the stuff I'm putting out lately is pre-recorded. We got a Ric Flair, Steiners, Ric Flair again. Woo, 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 woo. Southern Boys, checklist, double A, Arn Anderson, Flying Brian, Dome, El Gigante, Flying Brian, Steiner Brothers. Rick, before the roids. So like I was saying, guys, we are going to be doing a beta phase here with my company TGT here over the summer. If anyone's interested in trying that out, I am sanctioned to give away some free grading. So if anyone's interested in that, make sure you either email me or hit me up on IG. You can see my Instagram right there scrolling. Be happy to share some of that stuff with you behind the scenes. A lot of what we're doing is still kind of under wraps publicly, just until we're able to announce what we're working on. But anyone that's interested in helping us out and checking out this beta we're going to run, I would be able to give you some free grading to try it out. So if you'd be interested, hit me up on IG, Picksburgh 74. El Gigante, Teddy Long, player, Stinger. Pretty sure he's saying, woo! Terry Taylor, Freebirds, Mr. Wall Street, Luger, Steiner Brothers with the dog, Stinger, Flair, woo! Southern Boys, Sid Vicious. I don't know if we got any Big Brother fans in the house, but his kid, I think, was on like 1 or 2 seasons of Big Brother. Tad Vintage Garage, what is up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Long time no see. Really happy to see you stop in. Fabulous Freebirds, Lex Luger. We got Jim Ross, Stinger, Terry Taylor, Freebirds, Z-Man, Luger, that torture rack on double A, Steiner Brothers, Sting, and a Ric Flair that is like straight tore up from the floor up. You see this corner's trashed, and right there we got some damage. But it's a Flair, so it goes in the good pile. Don't like my Flares being damaged. Yeah, it's awesome to see you, John. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Doom, El Gigante, Flying Brian, Steiner Brothers, Ricky Morton, Sid Vicious, Doom, Tommy Rich, Dutch Mantel, Freebirds, Lex Luger, Teddy Long. No Stinger or Flair. First pack we didn't get either. I don't like it. No. I got like a real chewed up Flair too. I'm gonna give you guys a status thus far. This is our Sting / Ric Flair / checklist pile that have them on it. So as you can see, that's our current progress. About halfway through this. So we got a Ricky Morton, Sid, Doom, Tommy, Dutch, Freebirds, Luger, Jim Ross, Stinger, Terry Taylor, Freebirds, and Z-Man. No Flair.
Those Z-Mans are coming correct, though.
Dude, those Z-Mans are what everybody wants. We got a Missy Hyatt. There we go. Solo Missy Hyatt. Double A, Doom, El Gigante, Terry Taylor, Steiner Brothers, Ricky Morton, Sid Vicious, Doom, Tommy Rich, Dutch Mantel, Freebirds. No Sting or Flair in that pack. Tell you what, if I got just one pack and that was it, I wouldn't like it.
No, you wouldn't. Not one little bit. All right, guys. Sid Vicious, Flair. I don't know if we pulled that one. Did you pull that one?
Oh, yeah, I pulled a few of those.
Oh, okay, cool. Southern Boys, checklist. See if Flair's on it.
Check the back.
Tater fell. I don't see Ric Flair.
That's a weak ass checklist.
That is a weak ass checklist. El Gigante, Flying Brian, Steiner Brothers, Ricky Morton, Sid Vicious, Doom. Tater Doom. I heard you were the first African American to ever win a world title. But your real name's Ron Simmons, and you like to say "damn."
He does like this.
So the first time I ever met a wrestler, I was a young kid and I was in the hospital in Atlanta whenever my dad lived there. And we actually met Buff and Judy Bagwell.
Nice. No wonder you like Buff Bagwell so much. I thought it was just his abs that drew you in.
They are nice.
Missy High,
That's not the point.
Hart Anderson, Doom. That is pretty awesome, though, man. I didn't know that. El Gigante, Flying Brian,
We met
Steiners.
Xavier Woods at a restaurant locally.
Yeah, shout out to Galby King.
Yeah.
Dude, no Stinger or Flair in that pack.
Wow.
I don't like it. That's a second pack that didn't have
That's
either.
mistreating you.
But that's a minority, though, thus far in these packs. Almost all of them had at least a Sting or a Flair. And most of them had both.
The
Z-Man.
Judy Bagwell in a forklift match. It was underrated.
Yes.
Hey, people were popping for Judy
Luger.
Bagwell, man.
Steiner.
She
Sting.
may be the most influential mother in wrestling outside of maybe Shelton Benjamin's mom.
What about Mae Young? She gave birth to that wonderful
She
hand.
did give a birth to a hand. That's right.
Steiners. Sid. Flair. Woo! Southern Boys. Here's a Stinger checklist. And Flair.
Yeah, as I said,
Arn
the Steve
Anderson.
ones typically have
Brian.
flair, so.
We're getting there, guys. We are getting there.
Some people rip Prism. Some people rip 125 packs of 1991 WCW.
I mean, back in 1991, I'd imagine these are pretty desirable.
You may have been the most balling man with WCW cards if you had this collection.
Woo! He's actually wooing.
He literally is mid-woo.
Missy Hyatt's like, hey, boys.
That 80s hair, man.
Yep.
1991, she's still rocking 80s hair. But in her defense, though, my mom got.
Oh, look at that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I need to grade that one for myself. That is Anthony PC all day, every day.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just coming aside for me. Like, that just needs to sit there for me. Just because it makes me happy.
Yes. I can tell you, my mom actually had 80s hair up until about 2010. Somewhere in that range. She was very popular with women of the era.
Heck yeah, dude. Your mom was all about it.
She was.
Your mom was the shiznit.
Yep.
Stinger.
Yeah.
Flair. Southern Boys. Woo!
2 flares in the pack. Gotta love
You got a Flair here? No Flair. Arn. Flying Brian Doom. El Gigante. Lex Luger. Steiners. Sting. Flair. Steiners. Sid. Flair. Woo! Missy Hyde again. 80s hair. You know, when I see Ron Simmons, I think, damn.
I gotta say, the APA were a wonderfully entertaining tag team.
They really were, dude. I feel like Ron Simmons is like criminally underrated because honestly, like look at all of like the young guys he even like mentored: Mark Henry, The Rock, D'Lo Brown, Kama Mustafa. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, like I was a bigger Nation Mark than I was a D-Generation X, which is hard for me to admit nowadays with how awesome DX was. But dude, I was just such a big fan of The Rock,
Oh my gosh.
especially in his heel days.
Literally the second he gave the promo where he was talking and he's
Die,
like,
Rocky, die.
yes, the Die Rocky Die promo.
Yes.
From that moment on, I was like, this guy is awesome.
Yep. What's up, Dom? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Again, anyone that watches this on the playback, leave in the comments if there's any of these cards you'd like for your personal collection. Once I complete the set and grade some of the bigger ones for myself, I am willing to share.
It's 125 packs worth of shit.
Oh, yeah. I got 2 of them now.
Nice.
I got to see which one's the better condition.
I may take the other one if you don't mind.
Okay. We both got one.
Just no, leave it. We can.
Sexy ass Steiners. Dude, I don't
I
care.
can
But
already see corner. That top got a little beat up. That might be a 7 right there, brother. I mean, it's a pack from 1991. You're not exactly expecting.
woo!
Nice.
Nate on the back. Oh, look at that corner though.
Oh.
And he is literally wooing.
There's nothing to woo about there.
No, he really doesn't.
He's like
Stinger.
corner.
Terry Taylor, Freebird, Z-Man, Luger, Steiners, Stinger again, Flair again. So we got 2 Flair, 2 things in that pack. These literally treat me like Chronicles, bro. They are straight Chronicles, dog.
They are.
Jim Ross, Stinger, Freebirds, Z-Man, Luger, Steiner, Stinger, Flair, Steiners. Love it when they're both in there. Sid, Flair again. 2 Stings, 2 Flairs again. Those are the type of packs I like.
Yeah.
Those pay dividends. Like, so imagine a pack that has 2 Stings, 2 Flairs. Imagine they grade even like 9s. Like, what do you think that one pack turns into value-wise as far as
Last couple
resellability?
of Flairs I saw were going for in a PSA 9. We're going for about $25.
See, that's not terrible. Like, you figure I paid $10 for 130 some packs probably. Day Dillo, what's up, my guy? Got a Ric Flair. So if one of these packs turn into $100 in graded value, like that's not bad. Southern Boys, Sid Vicious, Ric Flair, woo!
Yeah, and if you can really find
Missy
something that may be
Hyatt.
in better condition, like you're
Yep.
gonna be in
Arn Anderson, Flying Brian, Doom, El Gigante, Flying Brian, Steiners. I love this Flair. I have this in a 9 right now with us. Would love to get that in a 10 because, like I said, that's my favorite title belt of all time, and Ric Flair is like that guy for me.
I'd say I'd put Flair, like my favorite wrestler of all time personally was The Rock. I got to be real. He's a younger guy. He's new to the game, but MJF is probably my number 2 at this point. Like that dude is
that's high praise.
I will watch him in anything. The Rock, MJF, probably Flair at 3. And honestly, probably Scott Hall at 4. He was criminally underrated. And I believe if he didn't have his demons, he would have been a world champ.
Oh, dude, I agree. Like the fact that he wasn't a world champ is like literally like a travesty.
He was definitely one though, man. The Razor's Edge, though, I can't tell you how many times I Razor's Edge my friends in the pole and just
oh yeah, dude, definitely
outside of the pole and on concrete and
Teddy
where
Long,
else?
Stinger, Taylor, Freebirds, Stinger, Flair, woo! I like this one with the 4.
Day Dilla said he just got back into wrestling a lot lately after about 30 years. That's awesome.
Dude, that's great, dude. So
What
this
you
is like
watching?
right up your alley then.
You watching WWE, you watching AEW, you watching one of the independents?
Always tell people if you can, try to support your local indies because a lot of these guys like myself break backs just to you're like legit just to try to live their dream. So anytime you can support local indie wrestling, it's always great. Plus you can always catch a lot of these like old goats like we're seeing here at a lot of these local shows. Dude, Shawn Michaels, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, were you giving everyone the old sweet chin music talking down the halls? Respect that.
We had a really good friend that actually introduced me and Marty. Like me and Marty became best friends because we were both friends with this guy. And the awesome thing is when Stone Cold got real big back in the day, we were at this mall at the middle of the food court. And we were going up to get free samples. And I tapped Homeboy on his back and he turned around. I booted him in the belly and stunned him right in the middle of the mall. Were you there for that?
No, I was not. That's awesome.
That was our boy. You know who I'm talking about.
I have an idea.
No sense in like calling him out on national TV in front of all of 5 people.
You don't want any time reporting back.
Yeah, dude. I don't have my keys ready, so I'm not ready for that heat. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not the Street Profits. I do not want that smoke.
No.
Lex Luger, Steiners,
You're a peaceful
Stinger,
man now in your old age.
Ric Flair, Steiners, Sid, Flair, woo! Southern Boys, Stinger and Flair, Checklist, Arn, Doom. That's a nice picture there of Ron Simmons.
I didn't realize how big that dude actually was. Like,
hell yeah, man.
Tank, man.
That guy's a beast, man.
Yeah.
So underrated. Like
The Dominator, man, that was such a dope finish.
If it was not for this guy, you wouldn't see teams like the New Day and guys like of African American descent like really getting good pushes. Like it was this guy right here that broke. He's like the Jackie Robinson of wrestling.
No, I mean the community's so loaded with talent. I mean, you look at Big E, you look at. And that's a shame what happened to him, man. That's
I know, man.
He was literally
dude. I hope to God he can get back, dude, because he deserves it.
Yeah, like, Lashley's amazing. Like, there's just such a Bianca Belair. Like the talent is amazing right now.
Yep. And like it all comes back to Ron Simmons there breaking that color barrier, you know, just like Jackie Robinson did back in the day. Luger, 2 Stingers in that pack. No flares. Zeus, yes. Marty actually has an auto of Zeus. I'm so jealous of it.
That will be appearing in a slab in the near future. It's just a very weird shaped card, shall we say?
Yeah, we had to wait till we got something to actually cut like 3D print around it.
Yeah.
Sting, Flair, Steiners. Flair and Sting. Checklist with Flair and Sting. There's Simmons again. He must run with El Gigante.
Think about it, though. Outside of Zeus, who's had a more memorable movie career? Because everybody knows Debo.
Yep. Dude, like literally back in the day, whenever I had my church, I used to preach about Debo in a sermon at least once a month. Because we all know that the Lord's a big fan of Friday. Ric Flair, Southern Boys, Missy Hyatt, Arn, Flying Brian, Doom, El Gigante, Terry Taylor, Steiner Brothers, Ricky Morton, Sid, and Doom.
I'll tell you what, you can definitely tell just based on the design that these are like
Demolition. Yeah, they were awesome, man. They're still on the Indies wrestling, actually. They're really well booked in Pittsburgh, actually. There's in Lawrenceville, there's a Fed, and they actually run in Sharpsburg too, actually, like super close to you. KSWA, yeah. Yeah, they
holy crap, how old are those guys?
Dude, they're super old. But
I gotta Google this.
They were actually involved in helping to train some of like the more well-known wrestlers there. So yeah, they still like do work in Pittsburgh on a regular basis. Jim Ross, Sting, Z-Man, the Luger, Steiner, Stinger. And then a Flair. I didn't think we were gonna get a Flair, but second to last card magic. So 2 Stings and a Flair there. It's a triple woo. It's a nice little stack of Stings of Flair. The guys we be Stinger on the back. Dude, I used to have a Stretch Armstrong like figure of Sting back in the day when he had like the blonde hair and the face paint. Luger and Flair, Teddy Long, play up.
So Smash was born in 1959, which puts him at a fresh 63 years old. No, 62, about to turn 63.
2 Stingers. Say there, fella, who's calling?
Oh, I think you know.
Is that Big Al? Say there, Alan, hop in the chat.
Send a message real quick.
Luger, Steiner, Stinger, Flair, woo! Again, one of my more favorite Flairs. This might be my second favorite one in the set.
I love that one. That's probably my favorite. It's just so on point.
Flair, Checklist with Sting and Flair, Arn, Flying Brian, Doom. I would love to see that card become worth something one day, like Ron Simmons, but I'm sure he probably has an older card than that. Because I know I would love to get one of the 1982 Ric Flair cards, his technical rookie card. What up, Big Al? Good to see you, brother.
Alan.
You're about to rip on IG. Dude, I'm about to be done here. I'm going to try to finish this up in like the next 10 minutes. Why don't we just all follow you over to the transparent IG?
Sick. Look at you go.
Steiners, Sid Vicious, Doom, Tommy Rich.
I'll tell you what,
that was a crap
Alex
pack.
ripping lately, he's been on a roll. A lot of what I've seen. Remember that Bryce Harper one-on-one he pulled?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't call them hot hands for nothing, man.
Ricky Morton, Sid, Doom, Stinger, Dutch, Freebirds, Gigante, Teddy Long, Playa, Stinger.
I'm calling it
Terry
now.
Taylor.
Oh, remember that Ansu Fati he got
Oh,
out of that
yeah,
soccer box too? Yeah, he's been hot, man.
Dude,
I'm assuming he's going to pull either a case hit, a super low serial number, or an auto out of his box.
Yep.
I'm calling it right now.
I actually have 1 to 2 Revolution videos that are going to come out on the video or on the channel next week. I'm not sure if I want to do like one giant video or if I want to make it into 2 pack battles yet. But me and Chef ripped some over the weekend in San Jose. So
yeah, it's a nice product.
It's a very nice product.
It's super reasonable. My guess is like, whenever the tops had WWE products, they were generally in your you could get them as low as $60 for a box, but $200 was kind of like your tops Chrome products, and then maybe $375 for their next step up. You look at what the cost of Prism when that first dropped. It was it was a lot.
You want to see if that's any better for you, condition wise?
Yeah, it looks way better. Only thing I'm noticing is a little bit on the edge right here.
Well, keep that one then.
Thank you, sir.
Because honestly, I don't necessarily care if that one grades high for me because I'll just put that in my binder with my whole set.
Scott Steiner gave
Brian,
the single best promo I've ever seen.
Which one's that?
His TNA. Have you ever heard of the Steiner math promo?
No.
Oh, you've never heard of that? Oh, you need to look that
I mean,
up.
I may have, might just be forgetting, but
it's talking about this match with I know Kurt Angle was part of it, Samoa Joe, and his match's completely off. And the way he's rambling through it is just hilarious.
Oh, nice.
Recommend it.
He's ripping with Royal Rich. That's awesome, dude. Let us know what you hit, dude.
What time is that happening, Alan?
He might be doing it right now. He might be entering a break or something.
That's sick.
At least that's what I would guess. This dude has insane luck. Last time I saw him enter a random break, he pulled a Mac Jones RPA out of, what was it? Was it National Treasures or Immaculate?
College NT, wasn't it? It was sick, though.
Yeah, dude, it was insane.
I've watched this guy hit low number Herberts before.
Yep.
Was that a 1-1 he hit, or was it? It was super low. I know that.
I can't remember, to be honest. Might have been.
I know he hit a low number Jordan Love too.
No
if I'm mistaken.
No
I've seen him rip Trey. I've seen him rip Fields.
He's hit like every quarterback.
Yes, see, he knows what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Chris, that's what's up.
Yeah, dude. Chris is like just like us, bro. He likes like
this. Was amazing. That's your homework tonight.
Dude,
we're putting it on.
When we go to a show in Toronto, it's gonna be me, you, and Chris, and we're gonna do it up big.
Amazing.
We're gonna rip so much crap, and we're just gonna have fun.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Later, fella, did I not cut you all the way open?
So the next WWF product or WWE product to drop is Select, right?
I believe so. That set looks amazing. There's like Color Blast. Dude, look, I'm gonna actually be close to an hour too, which is awesome.
Nice.
Flair, woo!
I will tell you, if it's hobby only, I may very well buy some. Select was always my favorite card, but once they made it retail, it just really felt like overproduced, kind of watered down.
Yeah.
If you look at the Select before 2020, it was hobby only.
Yep.
And it's much more like the print run has to be a quarter of what it is now.
I would imagine. There's another one of those. Check for condition.
Right.
Look at you. He's got the eye now, folks.
You know how many cards I've ripped? I gotta learn.
He's been through the Picksburgh School of Grading, fella.
Might see me doing a little more. Who knows?
Yay.
I'm moving on up from that press.
Chef Marty is definitely moving on up, guys. Killing the game. Super proud of him, man.
What we're here to do, man.
He's a grown man in the business world.
Getting there. Alan, I see your back. Did you rip already, bro?
What'd you hit, man? What are you trading me? Ric Flair?
That's one of my actual low-key
Flair.
strategies is I always grab any deals I find on Steelers, Cavs, or wrestling because I know at the end of the day I would be able to move it regardless.
Gee, I wonder
Getting
why.
the Percy on IG, that's what's up, man. That's what's
Nice,
up.
dude. I'm going to hop over there as soon as we go off. I got I don't
You want
know.
me to start ripping these so you can just go through the cards, make life a little quicker?
Sure. You want to stack them real big? That would work.
Real big.
Real. It's that real good. We got Sting, Dutch, Freebirds, El Gigante, Teddy Long, Stinger, Terry Taylor, Freebirds, Wall Street, Luger, Steiner, Stinger. 3 stings in 1 pack. I like that.
That's pretty.
I actually have a Sting auto. Shout out to the random dude that I traded a Baker Mayfield auto for it in Pittsburgh last year.
You did that.
So glad I did that. Whew.
Yeah, you definitely made out on that.
Yep. And that was before anybody cared about wrestling stuff.
Like, dude, if you can trade
Flair.
like a current one that is kind of a question mark for
Flair.
generational talent, no matter what the avenue it is, generational talent always wins.
Yep. I agree, dude. And, dude, with Sting, he's always going to have fans. You know what I mean? Like,
$100 for a Percy in that out?
that is sick, bro. That's a really good deal, brother. What were we paying for the boxes, dude?
Bucket a quarter.
Yeah, dude, that's a stellar deal.
Yeah, you just got 25% off, SA.
Later, fella, that's a
Good
good
stuff.
deal. I hope you get an auto, man. Like, you probably will, dude.
For you, dude. That hot-handed one. Well, I guess someone's ripping it for you. You're technically not ripping it, but if you were ripping it, no, you do good on that too, though.
Well, on the plus side, even if you get stuff you don't like, I'll probably end up trading you for it. Ricky Morton,
If you don't know the
Sid.
names, he'll probably trade you for it.
Yeah. Doom.
Got to pull those Becky Lynch's, fella, and those Charlottes.
At the very least, I'll take the tilapia. Jim Ross, we got a Stinger.
really are a bottom feeder.
Dude, I bottom feed like a mug. For those of you guys that don't know, if you haven't heard the story, basically around the office, my nickname is Tony Tilapia because anytime somebody rips wax, like I'm the guy that takes all the cards they don't want out of the boxes. Like Marty and Alan are basically big game hunters. They go for like the big hits. And like I'm like the straight up collector that I'll take 10 million Isaac Okoro's like base cards and not care. So like literally I just like straight bottom feed everybody's rips like 24/7. And I built a nice collection off of that.
It's true.
It's a platform I can really get behind. Which is why I'm so generous when it comes to this stuff and saying that if anybody genuinely PCs any of these and wants them, I will give them to them once I have like duplicates or whatever, because I make a living off of Marty and Alan's cards.
But you know what? My junk cards have a hub with you, so it's the most important thing.
Nice. They
No
sure
worries.
do. Doom, El Gigante, Steiners. Come on. Stinger. Dutch, Freebirds.
I'll tell you what, I just looked at the box. I don't think the person who sold that to you's math was great because they wanted 25 cents a pack
Yeah.
or
$10 for the box.
for the entire box. Now, I'm not a smart man, but at 25 cents a pack, 40 or at 25 cents a pack, you get 40 packs for $10, and you literally tripled that.
Yeah, dude, I crushed it. And honestly, I would have paid a quarter a piece for these. 100% would have paid a quarter a piece. But then when I sold $10 for the whole box, I was like, yeah, give me them all because I know for a fact there's going to be Flair and Stings in there because of how many there are in there.
Yep.
Dude, are these all Flair and Sting too?
No, I didn't go through them at all. I just ripped them
Oh,
open
okay.
for you so that way you didn't
Oh,
have to
nice.
the pack.
Nice. Are these new ones too?
Yep.
Cool. So here's the rest of the packs, guys. Marty was nice enough to rip them for us so we can just go right through. And I'm going to pull out all the Flairs and Stings. Everything else I'm going to stick in my box to like sort another day because your boy's tired. I've been up like since 6 a.m.
Working hard, man.
Working hard for the money so I can buy more cards there, honey. I'm a degenerate pack ripping dude who wants more flair. Woo!
He's the man. Yeah, my pack
Nate.
ripping days are on pause until I figure out what Panini's doing with Luca.
He says that, but like you guys are
I'm
gonna
telling
legit.
you, I'm telling you, here's my thing. If the one like huge hit I pull doesn't get replaced, then I'm gonna be a little sad, you know. Well, I wouldn't say the one.
Dude, I'd be salty
I
as hell,
don't mind.
dude. I'd be real salty if they don't replace that.
Yeah.
Especially with how, like, honestly, dude, you put Panini's kids through college. Like, Panini probably succeeds as a company off of you.
Spend a fair amount, man. I mean, I really do. If they want to look at some receipts, I'm sure.
Yeah, dude.
No, seriously. I mean, even more so than that.
Do you claim Panini on your tax return?
Is that legal? Can I do it?
I mean, you spent how much on Panini product that you technically use towards, like, some of it, if you sell, that could be used as a business
Yeah.
expense.
I'm literally sitting
Flair,
on so many
Sting.
cards at this point, though, until I figure out where I'm going with them, what I'm doing with
Flair
everything.
checklist.
It's like, if I'm gonna buy anything, it's something for the PC.
Yep.
So I think I've done enough risking that I have a big enough collection now
Yep.
where I just need to pick and choose what I want.
In the next couple months, too, guys, we're going to be doing something that's going to actually make Chef's entire collection, everything you've ever seen us rip on this channel, available for you guys to actually see and get.
Disclaimer that Luca hopefully will be being replaced by Panini, so Lord knows how long that's going to take.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully it'll be fast, but knowing Panini, like you'll be waiting on that.
I've heard what they do is they actually give you one of the next years,
which
Reading on
would
some of
be
the
cool.
forums. Yeah, I mean it is what it is. It's not like I got like a Luca or like a Cade. Now I'm getting a second year Cade. That would suck.
Yeah, for sure. That would suck.
But you know, Luca to Luca, it is what it is. Especially if I get it right when they first come out.
Especially if it's like a fourth to fifth year or whatever.
Yeah,
No one's going to really care at that point.
Honestly, hopefully they just put out a killer design and I like it way better.
That would be awesome.
I mean, this year's were gorgeous though. They really are.
They really are. Yeah, I agree. All right, guys. Last little bit. Sid, Flair. Woo! Hopefully I get that in a 10. Missy, Arn, Flying Brian, Doom, Gigante, Flying Brian, Steiners, Ricky Morton,
I'd be okay with
Stinger, Flair, Sid, Flair, Southern. Say there, fella. Come on.
You
Give me more
nailed
flares.
it, Alan. Luca Auto. That would be A-OK.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick. Here's another one.
I also bought a box of Phoenix the other day, which that video will probably be coming out, but you'll see.
It was
pretty
terrible.
Much anything good I had extreme surface issues. And those boxes are not cheap.
Stinger.
I mean, maybe for someone who's ripping Prism like once or twice a week,
Sting.
maybe.
Flair.
You know, for me, it was just like, if I'm going to put money into something, I'd like it to at least be in decent shape.
Prism.
I'm sure that they're going to work with me, but, you know, in the meantime, it's just like, you know, all I can do is look at it with sad face.
Dude, like normally when one rips Prism, they head to the Hacienda.
That's true. Man.
At least that's what I do.
Man, that Prism this year looks clean.
It's the cleanest Prism I've ever seen.
So that was, what, 130-ish packs?
Yeah,
We filled up a giant box of everything not Sting and Flair, and you
Yes.
have a giant stack of Sting and Flair.
Yeah, so everything that's not Sting and Flair, there's 2 rows here, guys, of all of every card that was not Sting or Flair. Here's everything that is Sting and Flair, including like the checklists, which there wasn't a absorbent amount of checklists, but I would be shocked if I didn't at least complete the Stings and Flairs.
You had to have. I'd be shocked if you. Well, let's see. How many packs or how many cards were there per pack? Let's see.
At least 10.
12
bro.
full
12.
color cards. So 12 times.
I wonder what the entire set is.
Let's see. 125. Let's see.
So yeah, this is all the Stings and
Well,
Flares, guys, we got. And roughly, like, I want to say that there was 128 packs there. Now,
There was 125 packs with 12 cards in each. That's 1,500 cards.
wow. Okay. So I just got 1,500 cards. That's amazing. Do you know how many are in the actual set?
Cardboard or not cardboard connection. I did look it up from a different site. Hold on, real quick.
Yeah, but that's pretty sick having that many Flares and Stingers. I'm going to go through and start sleeving them bad boys now. So I didn't sleeve anything because we've been live for an hour ripping 1991 packs.
The set's 162 cards.
Oh, these are the thick sleeves. Are those regular card sleeves?
Yes.
Good, because these thick ones suck.
Yes.
Ever loving.
Yeah, they're
on me. I hate these things. Unless you got a thick card.
Yeah.
But for thin cards, they suck because then it's hard to even get them in a top loader and sometimes you damage them.
162 cards.
Okay, so 162 cards, and I have 1,500 of them here, guys, to see if I can complete the whole set. That's the goal, trying to have the entire set of this for my PC. And again, Stings and Flares to sell to make some money. Obviously, I would like a 10 in each if I can, but if I can't, then no big deal. But
Okay, so if the cards went exactly like, you know, it was one, like, you know, if it was like broken down, it was one of each card, you would complete 9 whole sets of this. So the odds that you wouldn't complete one, they got to be slim to none.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, dude, I remember back in the day when I was a kid, like my mom would bring me home like a box, and I would come close or at least sometimes complete the set after one box because it would have so many cards in it.
Yes.
So,
Hey, Hot Hands, were you willing to drop a link for that Percy you got going, brother?
yeah, dude, drop that link and we will all come over and watch and see what you get.
We're going to support you, fella.
We're getting ready to log off here, man. I'm just going to sleeve up all my cards and I'll watch that break. But yeah, that way anybody else watching right now can click over and see what you get in real time with us.
Did he say it was?
He said it was.
Is it just scroll or,
Yeah, it should scroll. Buying a Percy on IG. Who did you say was through? Say there, fella, scroll up. You got a touch screen or no?
Yeah, it should.
Say there, fella, why ain't that touching?
I don't know.
He is WWE Revolution.
Royal
Rich. Okay, yeah, I've heard of Royal
That's on
Rich.
IG, right?
Yep, they're a pretty good breaker, I believe.
Cool.
Are they from Ohio actually, or what was that show we went to like out near? Was it Columbus or Ohio?
We used to go to the shows in Canton.
Canton, that's it. What was the?
Do you want me to? What was the? What was it? I can't even remember, man.
But it reminds me of Royal Rich. Like, was that the shows we used to go to in Ohio?
I don't know. Oh, he hit the color burst, Josh Allen. I hate him. I'm seeing some extreme fire on his page.
Dude, that's definitely a Instagram that I've heard of.
Prism's been damn good to them.
Prism.
Is that a Brady color glass? Yes, it is. Lawrence Orange. Yeah, I'm seeing some fire there.
Nice. Yeah, guys, go over to Royal Rich. Hot Hands is on there right now, getting a Percy of Revolution. I'm going to log off here, and me and Chef are going to watch. Here we go. Let's see what they got. See you guys later. Appreciate you being here with us tonight.
Everyone.
May God bless you. Leave us some comments, and we will see you guys later. Deuces.
From the city is still.